It was a quiet highway in Northern California late in the evening, and a young woman was walking alone, her hair tangled and her hands trembling, eyes scanning the horizon for help. But she hadn't seen sunlight properly in 7 long years. Then she finally reached a payphone, and her hands shook so violently she could barely dial. And when her mother's voice answered, she whispered, "Mom, it's me. I'm alive." So begins the story of Colleen Stan, the girl in the box. Colleen Stan was 20 years old when she left Oregon, hitchhiking to California, and she had always been careful with strangers, but she loved adventure and wanted to see the world. Then her parents warned her again about traveling alone, but she smiled and promised she would be safe. And she believed she could read people, sense danger, but she didn't realize how quickly one wrong choice could change her life forever. Colleen saw a car approaching, clean, ordinary, with a smiling couple and a baby in the back seat. They looked friendly, the kind of people anyone would trust. So Colleen accepted their ride. Then the car hummed along the highway, and the wind brushed her face through the open window. But as the miles went by, the air subtly shifted, and Cameron steered off the main road into quieter streets. Then, with shocking suddenness, he pulled out a knife and forced her to the floor. And a heavy wooden box was waiting, crafted to block light, sound, and hope. Colleen was taken to a house in Red Bluff, California, and from the outside it looked peaceful, normal, quiet. But inside, Cameron Hooker had built a world designed to control and terrify, and the box, just large enough for a human body, was placed under the bed. Then Colleen spent hours, days, sometimes weeks confined in darkness, barely able to move. And when she was let out, it was to perform chores, clean, or endure punishments. But Cameron convinced her that a mysterious organization, the Company, was watching her. And if she resisted, they would harm her family. So the threat felt invisible, yet it was always there. But even in darkness, Colleen's mind sought light. She counted tiles, memorized routines, and imagined the sky. So life inside the Hooker house became a delicate balance between obedience and survival, and Colleen learned to anticipate Cameron's moods. Then she studied Janice, who seemed kind but was trapped by fear. But Cameron controlled everything: meals, sleep, chores, even thoughts. And he rotated punishments constantly, so she never knew what to expect. Then Colleen's mind became a battlefield, pretending obedience while secretly planning survival. But she also found small victories, a day outside the box, a hidden newspaper clipping, or a fleeting joke with Janice. So these tiny moments kept her hope alive for 7 long years. In 1984, Cameron had gotten too comfortable. He allowed Colleen to get a small job, believing she was completely under his control. But Janice's guilt kept growing, and she couldn't carry it anymore. Janice walked into a church and confessed everything to a pastor. And thankfully, the pastor immediately contacted authorities. So the long shadow of secrecy finally began to crumble. Police arrived cautiously, expecting to find a terrified, disoriented victim. But instead, they found a calm, steady woman, someone finally ready to tell the truth about 7 years of imprisonment. When officers searched the house and looked beneath the bed, they discovered the box. Real, claustrophobic, and every bit as horrifying as Colleen had described. And Cameron Hooker was arrested, later receiving a 104-year prison sentence for the cruelty he inflicted. So the nation learned the truth of this case, a chilling reminder of how darkness can hide behind an ordinary home. But Colleen's quiet strength became a lasting symbol of survival and resilience. After everything she endured, Colleen didn't break. She rebuilt. She married, became a mother to a little girl, and dedicated her life to helping other trauma survivors find their voice again. Then her story slowly became something larger, a testament to human resilience. Because even in the darkest corners, hope can survive. And sometimes it takes just one moment, a confession, a phone call, to shatter years of silence. So for everyone watching tonight, remember, survival isn't only about escaping the nightmare. It's about the quiet strength that refuses to die, no matter how long it's been buried.